Welcome to a deep dive into a text that promises to unlock some serious potential.
Oh, yeah.
Yours. We're going deep into the workings of your mind,
Okay.
uncovering why you might be getting in your own way,
Right.
and revealing how to tap into a success mindset.
Okay, I like it.
Get this.
Yeah.
The text starts with this bold statement.
Mm-hmm.
The starting point of self-knowledge is to recognize this wonderful fact that you are extraordinary, you are unique.
Right.
It's easy to just skim over that, right?
Yeah.
But stick with me for a second.
Okay.
The odds of you existing with your exact experiences and perspective are statistically mind-blowing.
Really?
Over 50 billion to 1, according to the text.
Wow.
Think about it, your blood composition,
Okay.
fingerprints,
Mm-hmm.
even your lip prints are one of a kind. That's wild.
It's like the universe conspired to create you. And recognizing that uniqueness is the key to unlocking your potential, to achieving something truly remarkable with your life.
It makes you wonder, what is it about humans that drives us to want more, to seek a better experience?
That's a question that has captivated great minds throughout history. Philosophers, scholars, even everyday people have dedicated their lives to unraveling the secrets to a better life. Better relationships, greater success, deeper fulfillment. It's a universal yearning.
And what if the answer, at least part of it, lies within our own minds?
That's precisely what this text explores. As it states, we are mental creatures. The only thing that truly makes us unique is our mind.
Oh.
Just like electricity follows the laws of physics, our minds operate according to specific mental laws. These laws are always at play, whether we're conscious of them or not, influencing everything we experience.
So we're talking about like a universal code to unlock our potential.
Exactly. And this text lays out 7 fundamental laws to help us do just that.
Okay, I'm ready to decode. Let's start unpacking these laws, shall we?
The first law, the foundation of it all, is the law of control. Have you ever felt like life is just happening to you instead of for you?
Oh, yeah.
That feeling of being overwhelmed, like you're just along for the ride?
Oh, absolutely. Like you're stuck on autopilot, just reacting to whatever comes your way.
That's a classic sign of feeling out of control. The law of control suggests that the more in control of our lives we feel, the more positive and happier we are.
Right.
Conversely, when we feel a lack of control, negativity and unhappiness tend to creep in.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
When you feel like you're calling the shots, even in small ways, there's a sense of empowerment that comes with that.
Exactly. Think about those areas in your life where you feel most capable and confident.
Yeah.
Chances are, those are the areas where you also feel a strong sense of control.
So how do we tap into that feeling of control more often? Is this where we start making vision boards and manifesting our dream lives?
Hold on, we'll get there. But before we jump into action, we need to understand the opposing force, the law of accident.
Okay, so the law of control is about being at the helm, steering your own ship.
Yeah.
Is the law of accident like being lost at sea?
You could say that. This is where people attribute life's events to luck or fate. They often lack direction, feeling tossed about by circumstance instead of charting their own course.
Oh, I see.
It's like that old saying, by failing to plan, you're planning to fail.
Ouch, that's a tough one. But it's true, right? If you don't know where you're going, any path will do.
Precisely. And that leads us to the next law, which directly addresses that idea, the law of cause and effect. It reminds us that everything happens for a reason. To change our outcomes, we have to understand and change the underlying causes.
This reminds me of those domino effects you see in those elaborate chain reaction videos. One tiny tap sets off this massive chain of events.
That's a great analogy. And here's where it gets really fascinating. The text goes on to say, thoughts are causes and conditions are effects.
Okay.
Your thoughts have a direct impact on your reality.
Whoa, okay. So we're not just talking about physical actions having consequences, but our thoughts too.
Exactly. And it goes even deeper than that. The next law we'll explore is the law of belief, which states that what we believe, especially those beliefs we hold with strong emotion,
Right.
shapes our reality.
So like if I believe I'm not good at something,
Yeah,
I'm subconsciously sabotaging myself from ever achieving it.
exactly. Our beliefs act like filters,
Oh.
influencing how we perceive the world and the opportunities within it.
So someone who constantly tells themselves they're unlucky might be missing out on opportunities because they don't even see them.
You got it. And on the flip side, someone who believes in their abilities is more likely to take risks and persevere through challenges.
It's almost like we're manifesting our own realities.
You're closer than you think.
Okay.
In fact, that leads us to the next law, the law of expectation,
Okay.
which states that what you expect, you get.
So we're not just talking about positive thinking here. It's
Oh,
about genuine expectation.
precisely. Your expectations, especially those held with unwavering confidence, become self-fulfilling prophecies.
Okay.
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
There was this fascinating experiment where researchers told teachers they'd identified a group of high-achieving students.
Okay. And I'm guessing these students weren't actually high achievers.
You guessed it.
Okay.
They were randomly selected.
Wow.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
Simply because of their teachers' elevated expectations, these students showed significant academic improvement.
Wow. That's incredible. So just believing in someone,
Yes.
expecting them to succeed,
Mhm.
can actually impact their performance.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Think about the implications this has for our lives. Parental expectations, a boss's confidence in our abilities,
Yeah.
even our own self-expectations. They all have the power to shape our reality.
It's a lot of responsibility when you think about it.
Yeah.
So how do we harness this for positive change? Do we just walk around with a constant internal monologue of good things are coming my way?
It's more about cultivating an attitude of positive expectancy.
Okay.
The text suggests starting each day by affirming, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today.
It's like setting the tone for the day, right?
Yes.
All right. What's the next law on our journey to unlocking our potential?
Let's talk about the law of attraction.
Okay.
You probably heard of this one.
No, yeah. It's all about attracting what you focus on, like a magnet, right?
Exactly. The law of attraction suggests we're constantly attracting people and circumstances that align with our dominant thoughts.
So if I'm constantly thinking about negative things,
Yeah.
I'm more likely to attract more negativity into my life.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay.
But the good news is
Yeah.
it works both ways.
Okay.
By focusing on the positive, on what we want to attract, we increase the likelihood of those things manifesting in our reality.
Okay. I'm definitely ready to attract more good vibes.
Yes.
What's the next step?
This brings us to the law of correspondence,
Okay.
often summarized as within, so without.
Basically, our inner world is reflected in our outer world.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Your relationships, health, finances,
Hmm.
they all reflect your inner state of being.
So if I'm feeling chaotic internally,
Yeah.
it's likely to show up in my external life.
Mm-hmm.
Like a messy desk, messy relationships, it's all connected.
There's definitely a correlation. But the real power lies in recognizing that we can change our external reality by first transforming our inner world.
Okay, this is all starting to come together now. So we've covered a lot of ground here. The law of control, the law of accident, cause and effect, belief, expectation, attraction, and correspondence. Are we ready for the grand finale? What's the final law, and how do we tie all of this together?
The final and perhaps most powerful law is this. Action is necessary.
Okay.
You can visualize all you want. You
Right.
can repeat affirmations until you're blue in the face.
Yeah.
But without action, nothing changes.
So it's not enough to just dream it. We have to do OIT.
Precisely. This is where discipline and consistent effort come in.
Right.
The text emphasizes aligning actions with goals, creating synergy between thought and deed.
It's like we've been given all the tools and the blueprints.
Yes.
But now we actually have to pick up the hammer and nails and start building.
And remember, the most magnificent structures are built brick by brick, day by day. It's about taking consistent action, even when the results aren't immediately visible.
This has been such an incredible deep dive. We've gone from understanding the power of our thoughts to the importance of aligning our actions with our beliefs. But let's be real for a second. What about failure?
Yeah.
It's inevitable, right? How do we deal with setbacks and keep moving forward?
The text reframes failure not as an endpoint, but as a learning experience, a stepping stone on the path to success.
So it's about changing our perspective.
Yeah.
Instead of letting setbacks derail us, we view them as opportunities for growth and learning.
Exactly. It's about cultivating resilience. Because, let's face it, every successful person has encountered obstacles and failures along the way. It's how they respond to those challenges that sets them apart.
This has been an incredible exploration of the 7 laws of the mind. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners before we wrap up this deep dive?
Remember, the only limits to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Believe in yourself, embrace the power of your mind, and act on what you've learned.
Powerful words to end on. If you could change just one thought pattern to create a more positive, successful life, what would it be? That's something to ponder as we resurface from this deep dive into the incredible potential that resides within each of us. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the power of your own mind.